I'm here with Nizan Guanaes, who's the president and founder of Grupo ABC, the leading Brazilian agency group. Anyway, you've just come off stage. You've made an amazingly rousing and inspirational talk to our 1,000 delegates out in the other room there. Have you enjoyed the experience so far?
No, this media festival, the Festival of Media, is absolutely fantastic. And I think that it's crucial, not only for media people to be here, but to creative people to be here, because nowadays things are blurring.
They are
right?
indeed.
Technology, madmen are becoming madmen. So it's very important, more than ever, that creativity and media go along together.
Do you think, I mean, it's interesting because we do get an increasing amount of Brazilian people here, and in the awards, which are going to be announced today, this evening in the gala dinner, I know that Brazil has done extremely well, right? But we're here at the Festival of Media. I know it's not the Festival of Media Agencies, but it's odd, isn't it? A Brazilian here at a Festival of Media?
No, I've been defending, and I've been defending this. And I believe that the Brazilian market is powerful and creative as the Japanese, and strong as the Japanese, because we, the agencies, can buy media too. You can tell me that this is different all around the world. Well, all around the world, people don't talk Portuguese, only in Portugal and in Brazil.
Yeah.
But I think that more than ever, we are in times of integration. So it makes complete sense in Latin America that people, the agencies, have the power to buy again media and to be more complete and to be more aggressive business-wise.
I mean, media agencies sort of did launch partly because of the plurality in media in other marketplaces, whereas obviously in Brazil there is a single dominant media supplier. Do you think that's one of the reasons why media agencies don't trade? It's ultimately that the relationships that you and other agencies have with Globo ultimately determines the media market?
No, there's a lot of relationship between the media agencies and the main agencies. They give enormous rebates around the world. So that is, they are not by no means innocent nuns, you know?
Okay.
They are not nuns at all. So if we want a comparison, we can do next year, I told you, on that stage.
Yeah, I think we might do that.
We can compare the rebates, we can compare the procedures, so that it becomes very transparent.
Yeah.
Look, Brazil, Globo is a very dominant strength, yes. But we have a presence in internet, for example, that's larger than most of the countries in the world.
Yeah,
so we are one of the most modern markets. We are number 5 in the internet, and in penetration and news, we are number 3.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, Brazil is a highly sophisticated market as far as media, and you will see that in the awards tonight.
And you said in your talk that your interests lie in expanding Grupo ABC regionally into Latin America, but not necessarily going outside. You criticize some of the big global agency groups for sort of empire building and imperialism. Does that mean that you're not going to take Grupo ABC outside of Latin America and Brazil?
No. I'm not saying that. I think that the main groups have all the right to buy agencies, to consolidate. That is completely, that is the knowledge, that is the way business is done all over the world. That is fair. What is not fair, in my opinion, is this. When you take out from the agencies the capability of buying media, you are taking away a man's wallet. And a man without a wallet is not, a person without a wallet is not a person.
No.
So when you go to Cannes and you talk about integration, how things should be integrated, it does not make sense that in the same festival that you are preaching integration, you are putting apart media, which is one of the most important things. Media is creativity. So when you take that away from the agencies, What you're creating? You're creating creative people who don't think about business.
What's happening in Brazil right now that excites you the most?
Well, I think that programmatic media, the rise of mobile, the rise of content, and the way, look, what's amazing about Brazil is how Brazil is open to new trends.
Right, yeah, true.
Open to new trends. You can see that how many Brazilian creatives are leading technological agencies, are leading are creative directors of Google, of Facebook. So it is, some people try to say that the Brazilian market is closed because we buy media. No. The Japanese market buys media and is very sophisticated,
yep.
And the Brazilian market too.
What Brazilian brands? I mean, we've seen, obviously Embratur, we've seen Petrobras, Alpargatas Havaianas seem to be doing fantastically in global markets. Are there any brands that you see in Brazil that you feel are going to become, globally powerful right now? What are the emerging stars?
I believe very much in Itaú. Itaú is today the love brand of Brazil, and I think that Itaú is going to expand itself in Latin America, and you are going to see a rising power very strong.
You think they have an opportunity to develop out even outside of LATAM?
I think Itaú is a bank that does everything step by step.
Yeah, okay.
So their positioning today is that they are a global Latin American bank.
Yeah.
So they're Latin America, but remember that in their tagline, they're global, and I think that they're going that way.
That's interesting. And they always do very well when they speak here. We had Andrea Pinotti speaking from Itaú, and what they've managed to do is build up a really amazing brand that's predicated on real friendliness and integration into the culture, whereas a lot of banks in other parts of the world have not managed to create such a friendly and spirited brand. People are still very cynical of banks, whereas Itaú seem to have cracked that. They seem to be loved in Brazil.
Because that is absolutely true. That's the story and the history of Itaú. They are not making this up.
Yeah.
That's the way they behave. That's the way they act. They are very transparent. The way they do business is very consistent. So it's a fantastic story. I worked with Itaú for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I am very, very proud to be part of this story.
And tell me about your business. I mean, you as I said to the guests earlier, you are sometimes referred to as the Sir Martin Sorrell of Brazil, which may imply a huge amount of expansion is going to happen, an acquisition. Where next for Grupo ABC? Where next for Nizan Guanaes?
Well, we've been expanding a lot. We've been growing 27% a year. We were very focused in Brazil, and today we have three main concerns: digital, national. We want to buy agencies all around Brazil, and then Latin America.
Okay.
That is our programming for the next 5 years. We don't want to put our cap where we cannot reach it. So I think that that's how we became a Harvard business case, because we have planned consistently our growth and we have delivered what we have said. Today, from the 3 best agencies in Brazil in the consultori's research, we have 2. All our 15 companies are leading companies. So we are very consistent in our planning. We are very disciplined in implementing what we're saying. So you can expect us growth in digital, in agencies around Brazil, in the main regions of Brazil, and in expansion throughout Latin America.
Do you think that there's anything here, from speakers and case studies from the awards that we could potentially bring to Brazil? Can you see the Festival of Media doing something in your homeland?
Absolutely. I think this world is marvelous. The things that what you're talking here are what we are talking in Brazil. They are the main concerns. programmatic media, mobile, social networks, content. All of these things are our main concern and are areas where we are going to expand.
Brilliant. Well, we're looking forward to working with you and doing something like that. And I would like to invite you, because you roused the crowd so brilliantly, we want you to start the Festival of Media LATAM next year, and we also would love to invite you to Rome to be one of our speakers at the Festival of Media Global, where we're going to bring leaders from all around the world in media. We would love you to join us there in May. So you don't have to say yes now, but just bear it in mind.
I want to be here. I want to open the show, and I want to invite you, Martin. You could open with me, and we could discuss all these things. We are friends. I admire you highly. So we could discuss publicly like we did in New York. Love you.
Well, there we go. It's a bit like a boxing match now. I think we should try and talk to Martin and get him to return it.
He's going to win. He's brilliant.
Nizan Guanaes, Martin Sorrell, Rome 2015. Thank you very much, Nizan. Lovely to see you again.
Love to see you guys. Congratulations.